Well, hello there in YouTube land and welcome back to the channel. And today, well, we're gonna do a little video about how is Blue Demon in the rain. Cue the intro. So even though it stopped raining for now, well, the road is still very wet, and I think I can still give you an honest opinion on how does Blue Demon or the Yamaha R7 feel in the rain. So a super sport bike, which this is, even though it's not a true super sport because it's not a screamer 4-cylinder, it's just an inline 2. But it does have the same ergonomics as a super sport or as a regular super sport. It's not the greatest to go in the rain because, well, it doesn't give you the confidence, right, that it requires. A little bit of an upright position gives you a little bit more of a comfortable stance, and I think you feel a little bit better. But this bike, even though it does not have any rider aids, there's no traction control, there's no rider modes, there's only ABS, right? And not even cornering ABS at that. But the throttle is so smooth, the brakes are so good, and also they're not, I mean, it has plenty of bite, but it's not like terrible that you're gonna hit the brakes and the bike is gonna stop on a dime and you're gonna fall on top of it. Everything about this bike is smooth. Even though the bike has a lot of character, I mean, it's very torquey, but it's not snatchy, right? So that's the best of both worlds. You want a bike that is torquey, but not snatchy, that you can actually feel control of what you're doing. So riding in the rain with this bike, it's really no problem. Now, I did change the tires, and oh, it started raining now. So now we can actually talk about how it feels in the actual rain, not just on a wet road. So, yeah, as I was explaining, the ergonomics of the bike, they don't provide you with the most comfortable and easy position. But I mean, it's fine. The things that I enjoy about riding this bike in the rain are gonna be, as I was explaining, the smoothness of the throttle, the smoothness of the controls, right? Even the shifter and everything works perfectly. I would love to incorporate a quick shifter that Yamaha does have for this bike, but since it's only a quick shifter and not a blipper, it doesn't have the downshift option. I think it's $200. I feel a little bit too much, especially since I'm not planning on keeping this bike forever. I mean, I love it to death, but it was just my introduction to sport bikes, right? And I do want something a little bit bigger in the future, so I'm not gonna bother with that. But I did change the tires. It comes I forget I always forget, but the tires that it comes stock are these, bam, and I did change them to the Michelin Power 5s, and I feel like you guys are gonna start thinking that I get paid to advertise these tires, but I mean, they're so good. They are pretty awesome. I love them to death, and they give you a lot of confidence for riding in the rain. I mean, you can move the bike from side to side, and you don't feel like you're gonna get in trouble and the bike is gonna lose grip. They're great tires on all conditions. Right now it's not cold, but with the chill factor in the rain, it does feel a little bit chilly, so the pavement is a little bit cold. So another thing that is a little bit uncomfortable about riding in the rain on this bike is that I have my helmet set up with my visor here with the pin lock, And this helmet that I have specifically for that is the one that I use mostly on the street glide. Now this helmet, it's an AJC, I forgot, 17 something, I forgot. But anyway, it's a modular helmet. So what that means is the pin lock is right here. My vision is up here on this bike. So I really can't see. If it starts fogging up, I have to do this, and it's really uncomfortable. And right now, the pin lock is right in my line of vision. So I really can't see properly. That's a little bit annoying. So you have to change your stance and change your the way you ride this bike when it's raining or if it's too cold. Now, one of the things that I do feel about this bike is that I'm a little cramped. I always feel like the bike I'm riding on top of the dash here. So this little windscreen does nothing to protect me from the elements. I have to get into a tuck, and now with this my new camera setup, I don't know if I can actually do that without knocking both cameras down in order for me to get some kind of protection. So it's not the greatest bike for riding in all conditions because of that. I mean, that's why I also want a bigger bike, because I don't know if this thing is normal. I have to, because once you get on a bike, you sit on it, it feels fine, but it's not the same as riding it. Once I start riding it, and it's just a little bit too small for me, and I feel like I'm getting hit in my face, right on the helmet and on my shoulders with the rain. So if you're not wearing protective gear, you're gonna feel those droplets like needles, so you have to be really careful. Now the suspension on the bike, as I explained before, it does feel a lot better. When it started, it felt like a pogo stick, so that did not give you confidence while you were riding in the wet. But now that it's planted, I do feel a lot better. I feel like I can actually get a little bit quicker on this bike than I could at the beginning. So yeah, I mean, once you have your gear on, you can ride in the rain on the R7, no problem. But as I said, it's not like the best bike to go in the rain, just because of the whole ergonomic thing. And I think if you have another helmet, maybe. But for now, I think the Suki is a little bit of a better option, and obviously the Street Glide because of the whole big fairing that protects you from the elements. Alright guys, well that is it for today's video. Now I had to hit some traffic, have to maneuver, get back home to my beautiful family. And thank you so much guys for supporting the channel. Remember, if you like the video, to give it a thumbs up, right? Subscribe, hit the bell button, alright, let's try that again. Hit the bell button and share it with all your friends. Now if you don't like the video, well, remember, share it with all your enemies. And I'll see you guys on the next one.